Then there was the tax issue, which was enormous. Both Hughes and Cahill had failed to impose an income tax in New Jersey, and it was a very difficult thing to envision. I think it's hard to imagine now what it was like then to talk about a 2% income tax. But it was a frightening proposition. But for reasons that everyone knows of tax equity and so forth, the income tax was the preferred source of revenue for this. But then the question was, what kind of income tax? There was a graduated tax, a flat tax, a tax piggybacked on the federal tax, important issues like that. And we I think, recommended not to piggyback on the federal and a fairly graduated income tax in what we produced, but at a fairly low level. We also went through the rest of...
Repeat that last. You came up with what kind of an
graduated.
Income? Graduated.
Right.
But at a fairly low level.
Fairly low. It started at 1% and went up, as I recall. I don't remember the details. We also went through the rest of the state tax structure, and we proposed abolishing certain taxes. There was, at the time, a tax on personal property, so you were taxed on your jewelry or your car or whatever. And we got rid of that, and there were taxes on small businesses that we got rid of. And it was more than just impose an income tax to fund the school program. It was, while we're at it, let's go through the whole tax system and make it work better.
So what did you come up with at the end of this 3-month period? A piece of legislation?
Well, it was like 20 pieces of legislation. There was the school piece. There was this tax and a whole bunch of other tax bills to eliminate taxes and to change taxes. Then we had a circuit breaker. Now, the circuit breaker was a form of property tax relief, which simply meant you calculate the percentage of someone's income that they're paying in property tax, and when they got over a certain percentage, like 5%, whatever, the state would pick up the rest. That, in the legislation, got converted into what's now the homestead rebate, because the legislature preferred that version. Also, the income tax got converted into a more flat income tax, 2% and 2.5%, which was fine as long as the integrity of the program financially was maintained. Now,
when you say, let me stop you. When you say got converted, you're talking about by the end of the process, 2.5 years later.
Yes.
Okay.